So hello, I'm Maria. I'm an expat from Spain, living in Berlin. I moved to work here at Kayak. I'm a digital brand manager, and I've been working here for almost a year now. What brought me to Germany was mainly the job offer. I got an offer from Kayak, just like a headhunter kind of recruited me, and I just went through kind of a recruitment process with all those guys here, and everything turned out okay. I got an offer on the table, and I just decided to move. I used to live in Barcelona. I worked in advertising, and it seemed to me like a great opportunity to actually be able to work in an international environment for once. Kayak is a travel search engine. You can pretty much search for everything related to travel, whether you want to book flights or hotels or cars, even activities or trends now. It's a platform that it's always evolving. I would consider it more like as a travel hub now, like that's where we're going towards. And yeah, it's a great company to work at, and I'm really happy to work here. There's a lot of smart people. You learn a lot. Like it's a very agile kind of environment. So like one day you're here and one day you're like 4 steps further, which is something that I like a lot. They found me through LinkedIn. They usually do. Like I think a lot of headhunters, at least in digital marketing, are pretty active on LinkedIn. So they used to scout me a lot. Like I got a lot of kind of pings saying, hey, we have this, we have that. You might be interested in it. And actually, for that precise position, it was actually a good fit because they were looking for someone with more than 5-year experience, and actually they needed to be a Spanish, so we can actually complete all the nationalities within the team. Make sure that you have your LinkedIn account like super clean and with all the information that any recruiter or prospect hire would actually need to see from you. I think that's kind of the main thing that I would recommend. Then afterwards, of course, Spanish people write it in English. It doesn't matter if someone in the Spanish market is looking for a Spanish professional. You should have it in English because you have more chances to actually be seen and for other people. And then some of the tips that some colleagues gave me too is like, for example, for marketing people, like we are used to use some weird words, like technical words for everything, and sometimes our recruiters aren't as technical as we are. So try to keep it simple, try to actually not be super technical on what your skills are, because pretty much no one will understand. But then afterwards, make sure that your recruiter actually knows what this technical stuff is, and that you actually share the same kind of knowledge. Because if not, they're not gonna actually understand why are you available for the company and what your knowledge is if they don't have a clue around this. Some people think that moving to Germany it's gonna be tough because of the language, and it's something that I experienced myself, but only at the very beginning with all the admin stuff that you have to do here. But after that, especially in Berlin, you get to understand that like if you can speak English really well, you probably wouldn't have any problem, especially on the startups and these kind of companies that are growing more and more in Berlin, and on a day-to-day life too. Just like you can handle yourself pretty well. So that's nothing to be scared about. Plus, it's a very kind of open society. It's a live and let live kind of thinking, which is something that I love. Plus, at least Berlin, it's amazing. It's a great city. You can do pretty much everything. So, it's an incentive to be here just for the sake of being here and actually being able to enjoy here. Not as much in the winter, but I don't think that's a huge deal. So if you're looking for a job in Germany, make sure you check out expatjobseeker.de.